What's up guys, I'm randomfrankp. Welcome to my gaming setup and room tour for 2018. Alright, so each and every year I give you guys a dedicated look into my gaming setup, which has pretty much been like my full-time YouTube office over the past year and a half when we moved in. And a lot has changed since then. Lots even changed since the last year when I did one of these in January. So sit tight, it's gonna be a bit of a longer video. I will do my best to go over everything you see in my gaming setup, from all the gear, the hardware, the products. I will put everything in the description down below so you can check it out if you're interested. But if I missed something or if you see something you like and I didn't talk about it, let me know in the comments, but I'll do my best to cover it all for you guys. And you guys love when I do one of these. I love making it for you. We've made some great improvements and changes to the gaming setup over the past year, so I'm happy to show it off for you guys today. So let's start off my gaming setup and room tour for 2018. Alright, so starting off, we'll go over more of the boring stuff first, which is just going to be my camera setup. This is what I've been using for the past little over 2 years now to film 99% of the stuff on the channel. This is the Blackmagic Ursa Mini, and I have the Sigma 18-35 lens on here, aka it's like the YouTube lens, and that's on Manfrotto sticks and head. Like I said, I'll have it all listed down below. And that's being then fed into the Blackmagic Video Assist, so I can actually see, you know, what it's filming while I'm talking and stuff like that. As you can see here, I'm actually using a DJI Osmo, which is like a phone stabilizer. I'm just recording this on my iPhone 10. And so I'm gonna do like a little mix. I'm gonna mix it up a bit, do like, you know, the first person POV style and throw in some B-roll. But yeah, so that's what I'm filming this on. And then as for like my lighting setup and stuff, I believe these are from Falcon Eyes. And they're actually on Rode boom arms. So they're very flexible, and then those are also then on like a ball head. So if I can move the lights, get very creative with stuff like that. And it just really helps make everything easier. And then I have my microphone mounted on the ceiling up here. So if you want to find anything else about this completely overkill setup, I have it all listed down below. And the desk is from the company SanDisk. I love the wooden desktop, and it's all completely motorized. So I can, you know, move it up, move it down. It's a very flexible setup. So we'll get to the good stuff now, focusing on the gaming setup. And there's a lot to go over here, from the setup to my entertainment setup. So I'll talk about pretty much like the PC, all this stuff first. We'll go from right to left, covering everything. So first up, these are, yes, my monitor orientation that pretty much confuses everybody, but I went with 3 ultra wides from LG. They're 34 inches and they're curved. They're the LG 34 UC98, I believe. And I like it because it kind of has this wraparound vision when I'm there, when I'm sitting down, because, you know, they're curved, they fit together perfectly, and I have that overhead here. And no, I don't use all 3 for gaming, but it's great for when I'm streaming. You know, I pretty much have this one as my primary monitor. So I'll be gaming on here. I could have, like, you know, my Twitter feed, OBS, Twitch, Spotify, anything like that. And it's also very helpful for when I'm video editing. I could have, you know, like the vector scopes, histogram, all that stuff, all my media files. It's helpful for me. I know the 3 monitors isn't the best setup for most people, but for me in this orientation, I love it, and it's kind of like my dream setup scenario here. And they are all mounted. As you can see behind here, it definitely gets messy. It's not the cleanest behind, but they're all mounted to the wall to give it that nice, like, clean floating appearance here. And I'm a big fan of that. So now we'll check out the peripherals real quick, and this is, not much has changed admittedly here, but these are the main peripherals that I've been using since I pretty much picked them up. Now the keyboard here is from Corsair. It's the K95 Platinum. I'm a big fan of this. It has those nice vivid RGB lights. It's got 6 macro keys, dedicated media keys, a USB input, a nice little light strip on the back here. You can switch it up with different color profiles, make different cool lighting effects and all that good stuff. And everybody knows by now that my go-to mouse, ever since I've pretty much laid hands on it, literally, has been the Logitech G502 Proteus Spectrum. Something about it, it's just very ergonomic. It fits great in my hand. I love the PixArt sensor here. One of my all-time favorite mouse. I really can't use anything else. I'm so accustomed to this for gaming. But that's pretty much my go-to setup, and I just have it on this blank extended mouse pad here. I believe it's from Vipums maybe, but I'll put it down below for you guys, obviously. And then I've showed this off a few times on the channel. It is the Griffon Powermate multimedia controller. I have it plugged in and it's really, really versatile. You can use it for controlling, your volume in Windows. I have it set for different programs for things like Premiere when I'm video editing. I can use this to like color correct and stuff like that since it has a dial on the top. It's very smooth. The software for it's really cool because you can go in and pretty much set it to do anything you want. Any like macro, you can toggle between changing songs, volume. Really, really cool thing. It's pretty cheap too, so I picked that up, and that's been kind of the newest addition to my desktop. For audio, real quick, this is the Grace Design M9XX amp and DAC, and I have those plugged into my go-to headphones since I picked these up, which are the Sennheiser and Massdrop HD 58X Jubilee. These are pretty much like the newer edition of the HD6XX that I've been using for a while now, but I just love them because they're open back, and for gaming, open back just really changes the game because like it sounds like you are in the middle of the battlefield when you use open back headphones. So I absolutely love these. They're comfortable. They sound amazing for the price. Those are my go-to. I just have a Brainwaves little headphone hanger here to keep them on when I'm not using them, stuff like that, so the cable doesn't get tangled. And then also for audio, we have the two Kanto YU5 speakers. They are pretty versatile as well because they can be Bluetooth, you can plug them in, there's tons of different inputs on the back, and I just have both of those mounted on each side of the top monitor there. And I just use these pretty much not for gaming, but I have them so when I'm like filming around the office or something like that, I'll be blasting Spotify, listening to a podcast. For gaming though, I just mainly stick to my headphones like I showed off. But yeah, these are pretty much just for listening to music and stuff. So that's why they're up front like that and they're a little bit higher than they would be at ear level. That's what I'm using for that. Now I know I'm gonna get a lot of questions about the desk. And I talk about it every time, but there are still just a ton of questions about it. This is the IKEA Carlby desktop. It is in the walnut finish. It's 98 inches. Then I had the Alex drawers underneath, pretty much, like supporting it, keeping it up. Great for storage and stuff like that. And it really fits in with the white and wooden aesthetic that I have going on. And then keeping the desktop propped up is actually furniture legs. These were pretty cheap. These are a huge hit though. Like if you're going with this setup, you need these furniture legs. It really changes it. Then you can like put stuff underneath like I have over there, a little extra storage. They're also pretty inexpensive, so I'll put those down below for you guys. You can see I have the Anchor USB hub mounted underneath, so I have access to more ports right by my side. This was like $10. And I also have an RGB remote right here underneath for controlling the lights behind my monitor. And the legs give me that extra storage here, which is pretty cool. But yes, this is the IKEA combo that's been very popular lately, and it's what I've been rocking since I moved in. And of course, the overkill chair. This is the Herman Miller M-Body chair, white and black, extremely comfortable. Definitely overpriced, but for the amount of time that I'm here, whether it is video editing or gaming, it is well worth it to have that. Going over some other stuff before we move on to the PC. This is the Logitech smart clock. It's exactly what it sounds like, a smart clock. You can put anything on here from your Twitter followers, Instagram. I have my YouTube followers or my YouTube subscribers on there. It's a real-time sub feed, so whenever I gain subs or lose subs, it'll let me know right there. Cool to keep tabs on everything, like a little milestone counter. Over here, this is like a crazy awesome lamp that I love. It's the Tommen's wooden desk lamp. Picked it up on Amazon for under 50 bucks. Not too sure if it's still on there or not, but again, I love it because it fits in perfectly with my entire setup. It's white, it's wooden, looks nice. Got a little succulent terrarium thing going on down here. And then one of my newest pickups, this is the Amazon Echo Spot. I used to have the Echo Dot on here, but this just came out. You see, I actually changed the name on here from Alexa to Echo, so whenever I say Echo, it comes up. But it's pretty much like another little smart clock here, but it has a screen on it. But it's a nice little smart clock. You can go in and really change it up from what it shows. It shows the weather, the time. You can change like the faces and the theme, put your own custom like pictures on there. It'll play Spotify, everything that you have the Alexa skills for, it'll pretty much show you. And I like the screen on here, it's nice and bright. It's just another smart clock pretty much, but it fits in great on my desk. I'm a big fan of it. Didn't think I would like it as much as I did, but since I got it hooked up here, it just came out like the last week or so. Definitely a big fan of it. Didn't think I would like it as much as I do. This is one of the newer additions to the desktop. So now we'll talk about the PC. And actually, before we do that, I will talk about this, which is the randomfrankp wooden logo that we have. We had this custom made from a company called Tinkering Monkey, and they blew it out of the park here. I love the way it looks. And I have a LifeX Z strip, which is pretty much just like embedded between the two circle layers, and it's gonna allow me to control some of the RGB lighting here to give it that cool glow when it's like, you know, the lights are out, just to add some more RGB to the room. So yeah, it's custom made. I can control all the lights. And what I do with this is I'll change up the lights to pretty much like my wallpaper. So a lot of times I'll just have it white, but if I have a colorful wallpaper, I will pick a RGB color there to correspond to that, just to make the setup look better, and it makes everything flow. So if you see, you know, a new wallpaper in the background, odds are different color on here, just to make everything match and look good. And I have all LifeX RGB bulbs in this room. This is a LifeX RGB bulb, RGB light. I have one behind my TV as well. I also just have one in like my other lamps and stuff, but these are all controllable. Again, you control them through Alexa, so I can have them turn on and off, change the lights on the fly. Definitely cool for customizing and stuff like that. And then we'll head over now to the PC. This is the iBuyPower Snowblind, and the reason why I went with this and why I love it so much is, you can kind of see it here. I'll show you better with the B-roll. It is this customizable side panel, which is pretty much a display. It's a screen, so you can put things on here and it's still see-through, so you can still go in and see your components and stuff like that. But it's just really cool to have pretty much a screen on the side. You can put whatever you want on here, from different wallpapers to like temperature gauges and stuff like that. I just have this cool little like tessellated texture going. iPhone's not picking it up too well, but I'm a big fan of the way that looks. Inside for my specs, I have the Intel i7 8700K CPU. Oh man, it's really getting blown out here. With the NZXT Kraken X62 cooler. We got 32 gigs of G.Skill Trident Z RGB RAM and a gigabyte GTX 1080 Ti. We recently redid this on the channel. I got, you know, the white braided cables in there. The NZXT Hue Plus, so I can have, you know, cool RGB lighting and stuff in the front. You can change that up as well. Got some of that underglow. But yeah, this is the custom PC. I'll have all the complete specs and stuff down below for you guys. But this is what I use to, you know, game on, video editing on. This is the go-to beast of the PC for the channel. And I'm gonna be adding a second 1080 Ti as well in here, just to really amp it up to the next level. And then for when I'm streaming, I gotta talk about this, the Elgato Stream Deck. I just have it here just to show off for you guys, but when I am streaming, this is what I use. And I did a review on this, a first look. It's one of my favorite products of 2017. If you're a streamer, a video editor, a photo editor, anything, you will find this helpful because it has these individual backlit buttons that are completely customizable. You can have thousands of macros set to this, and it is just one of my favorite products ever. So that's what I have here in case I want to stream. Pull it over and add it to the rest of the peripherals. And also on the side, real quick, I have the Audio-Technica M50Xs if I wanted to like be like monitoring audio or something like that, and the the NZXT Puck here. Don't worry, the magnets aren't damaging anything. That's just what I have, keep them propped up on the side. And also real quick, my little Synology NAS server down here. This is 30 terabytes. We just added this as well. Still trying to get used to it and figure it all out, but yeah, 30 terabytes down there from Synology. So that's pretty much my PC and desk setup. But so that, I know I'm gonna get some crap for it being, you know, pre-built and stuff, but I've built numerous PCs, probably close to like 30 PCs on the channel. And I got like 6 or 7 PCs that we've built recently over the past few months, but it's pretty bad. These are the HD6XX headphones I was talking about. These are the K7XX, and another pair of the Audio-Technica M50Xs. But in here is where I'll store all my PC components. Everything I buy for top tick under 50 will go over here. But yeah, that's where all the other PCs are. So if you're a fan of the channel though, you know that I've built a PC before in the past, so you don't gotta worry about it. And then we'll go over to the entertainment setup. This is a relatively new addition. I got a new TV in here around summertime, and this is a 65-inch 4K OLED TV. The reason I picked this up was because, you know, I wanted to do some extra gaming in here and stuff like that. So having a 65-inch TV this size, being 4K and OLED is absolutely amazing for gaming and completely changes it up. And just right here, I have my Xbox One. I have the Xbox One X and a PS4 in the living room. So I just have this in here pretty much just for, you know, casual gaming and stuff like that. In terms of audio, I have a Polk Signa S1 soundbar here going along with the subwoofer. And what else? You know, the Xbox One Elite controller. And I've talked about this numerous times, but the Naughty, it's a little LED notification device. So if I'm sitting here watching TV or gaming and this goes off like red, oh, I'll know I got a new email. If it goes off blue, I'll know someone tweeted at me or something like that. So a little nifty little pickup, pretty cheap as well. So I like that little thing. And in terms of, you know, my gaming headset, I really don't even use the soundbar too much for when I'm gaming. I have the HyperX Cloud Alphas. Those are my go-to for that. Love the headset. It's under $100 as well, so it's definitely a solid pickup. But yep, like I said, I have the like a light behind my TV to give it some extra glow, some more succulence, my 100,000 subscriber milestone little button there. And I'm just completely blown away at the fact that how thin TVs are becoming. Like this TV is literally thinner than my iPhone. It's just, it's mind-boggling. But as you've seen, everything that I wanted to go for with this setup has been white and wooden, from the desk to a lot of the other accents and stuff, even down to this entertainment center, white and wooden. I wanted that to be the theme. This was also under $100, I believe, the entertainment setup. So I'll put this down below if I could still find it on Amazon. But I mean, yes, this is my overkill YouTube setup, which has been pretty much like my office over the past year and a half. I hope I covered everything to the best that I can. If I forgot something, like I said, just let me know. But yeah, the 3 ultra-wide curved monitors, this is my YouTube gaming setup. I think we've made some good improvements over the year. I think a lot's changed since last year I did one of these, and it's really all just coming together perfectly. I think adding the RGB randomfrankp logo up top really helps complete everything and just pull it all together. So I'm happy we got that. And yes, RGB lights probably everywhere. Even have the RGB light strip behind my my monitors again, so when the lights are out, it gives everything just a really nice glow. So that's pretty much gonna wrap it up, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget, the description will have pretty much everything from all the specs and things I didn't mention in there to just all the product numbers. You want to find out more about them in detail. So if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up to show your support. You can feel free to follow me on Twitter at randomfrankp. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. I really hope the stabilizer worked okay for you guys, and the Sennheiser clip mic digital I have over here is working out. So thanks guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Have a good day.